Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rome 2 for you today as we check out the DEI mod once again with another glorious historical battle, and this is the Battle of Issus, fought in 333 BC between the Macedonian king Alexander the Great and the emperor of the Persian Empire, Darius III. This is their first encounter in history. It was actually Alexander's second battle against the Persian forces after defeating them first at Granicus. He then comes to face Darius at Issus, and he goes on to defeat Darius's forces, inflicting, well, over 20,000 casualties and taking a mere 452 himself, which is insane to feel. Well, 452 killed, 5,000 wounded, but even still, those are some pretty damn good KD ratios there. Because we have a glorious 4v4 here for you today, and this is it's a really, really good battle. I was playing in this battle myself with some fellow subs, and I can tell you that it's definitely worth staying around to the end to see how this one ends. It is a really, really close battle, guys. But yes, we have 4 Macedonian armies here today. We have 4 Persian armies here, and yeah, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Our plan, as I'll quickly go over, is that we were planning to rush heavy in the center here, get our heavy infantry engaged. We have Macedonian hoplites, we have pikes, like chalcospides, we have like the thorax swords here as well, ready to go in. We've got like some very heavy phalanx units here. We just want to get them right into the middle of the, the center here, and then like just crush like the center, then just kind of like get our infantry around the backs and try and flank. Our plan was also to try and use our cavalry. We're trying to like push hard in the center and on one flank, so we're going to have the left here with a lot of cavalry on this flank here that we're going to push hard. We have about 6 units out here. Our generals are 200-man units, which are huge units of cavalry in DEI. I'm really excited to see these guys in action, and hopefully them, along with all this Macedonian cav here. We have a lot of basilikoi here and other stuff. Hopefully this can like get in there. We've got some Thessalonian hippias here. They can get in with the infantry support. We've got some light infantry to support them if they can do the damage. As you can see though, we also have Persia now shifting around some cavalry there, and more will follow. We've got like heavy shock cav here. This is all turning around, ready to face our hordes of infantry there, or hordes of cavalry I should say. And we already have one unit here, very light missile breaking, always good to see. Yeah, a lot of this infantry here is just like very light melee. We also got like Thracians in there, because there were Thracians and Greeks fighting for Macedonians in this battle, so I felt like they needed some Thracians in their armies, and here we go. These Thracians should be getting straight into the battle and cutting through these light melee infantry units here that Persia has available. But if you're enjoying seeing DI on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and feel free as well to leave a comment for like if you want to see more DEI or you want to see more historical battles. Let me know which ones you want to see, and I will see what we can do about that. But yeah, we've got the chalcospides in here, getting their pikes down, and they should start to do a lot of damage against the Sparbara, hopefully. We've got Macedonian hoplites over here. Hoplites are really tough to break through. It's certainly a unit that you need to surround them. We need to start shooting them in the back, like shooting them head on, like shooting these pikes head on. I'm not that worried about that. Like pikes usually a big worry about them being shot at. Nah, I'm not that worried. I'm a little bit worried that they're getting flanked by Sparbara, but we should be okay. These hyper-T-stai, which I'm pretty sure is how you say that, which are like the elite warriors of Alexander's. They fight in so many of his battles all the way to the east. These guys should do really well, and they look amazing as well. Look at the red capes, glorious. But yes, DI is a much more grindy sort of grindy way to play, and also we started all the way out in this forest here, but we did not like the flank that was being forced on us. It seemed like Persia was putting a lot of forces over here. We also are aware that this Persian army here was a very strong Persian army. We've got a lot of these like heavy melee infantry units here. They've got, if I can find them, where are they? Here, these guys, which are like known as like the apple bearers. I'm pretty sure these guys are also pretty damn nasty. They're a pretty good unit. These infantry units here are very scary, very nasty. We did not want them engaging our Macedonian lines here. We were hoping to just kind of delay this right flank here while we pushed elsewhere. We just need to be careful with this missile cav out here. This is going to be very dangerous to deal with as well. But yeah, you can see the center is already starting to waver. We've got very light melee infantry here, struggling against the Thracians which is always good to see. As I said, the Thracians going to do great work here against this light melee infantry and already breaking it, and already that centre starting to crumble a little bit, which is always great to see. As you can see on this side, lots of cavalry now setting out over here. I did say more and more cavalry was going to be arrived. We've now got the Grimpavar, or what it is, like a cataphract unit that Persia is bringing up. These guys are going to do great work, I'm sure, in this battle. And I mean, they are much more heavy than any of the shock cap that we have. This is very heavy. We have, what, heavy at best. So yeah, and at this point I was trying to bring over some of my cavalry. This one's been a little bit beaten up. It's steady, which is good. But yeah, it is a little beaten up. It did get shot at a little bit as I was trying to bring it forward to try and maybe get some archers. I do see now a gap in the line, and I can get my cavalry behind, go for archers. I can go for rear charges. Yeah, it's looking really good at the moment over on this flank. Pike's starting to get through, but balance power is a little bit out of our favor at the moment, but hopefully we can turn that around. The Macedonians are outnumbered ever so slightly, but their quality of troops should hopefully prevail. But yeah, look at these units. The colours of Macedonians like faction is just amazing. Don't know what's in the front here. We've got Royal Peltasts leading the line here. I mean, yeah, these guys could just do amazing. I mean, against very light melee, yeah, they've got a really good chance of breaking through that. As you can see, even more heavy shock cav going across. And we have a general here who's like a medium missile unit. This general was representing Darius, because he's a mounted one. Everyone else has got a dismounted general for Persia, while all the Macedonians have all mounted generals because, well, they need the extra cav, put it like that. They're going to need it. Also, if you want to get involved in some DEI action and you don't know where to get some games, because it's pretty hard to get some games for DEI, then feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. Everyone is more than welcome to come and join. I'm planning to try and do more DEI battles because they're really, really fun to do. They are quite long, but they are very, very fun. Actually, look at this. There's an elite phalanx unit here losing decisively against medium melee infantry. But yeah, so if you want to join, feel free to join. The link's down below in the description. You're all more than welcome to join and get involved. And if you just don't want to even get involved in DI, you just want to maybe come and chill, talk to fellow Total War players, you're also more than welcome to do that. As you can see here, the front line just breaking entirely for Persia. The centre, as planned, has gone to the centre plan has gone to plan, and we are crushing the centre. You can see this general here is retreating with his more elite troops, trying to get some maybe get some help. But this left flank now for Macedon has started to engage with the right flank of Persia. You can see Spar Barra here getting engaged. We've got heavy melee infantry here getting in. This is thorax infantry of all things. And you can see medium shock cav coming across as well. Medium shock cav getting focused down. And I'm trying to have to stop these Grimpavar here who are going in against the thorax. And oh boy, in they go. Their golden armor. They're going to do a lot of damage there to that thorax infantry, which is really good infantry, by the way. This is some of the best infantry that Macedon is available. You can see instantly that Macedonian cav just got broken instantly. So this thorax is now without a help, but I have got some Agrianian axes coming up. They've got some pretty good Javis on them, and hopefully the Javis can do some damage. We're starting to kill them already slightly. We're doing a little bit more damage. More Macedonian phalanxes moving forward here. Endlessly trudging forward, trying to just do the damage that's needed to break through. If we can turn another flank, that would be huge, but as you can see here already, we've got some medium spear infantry here. They're starting to waver. They are actually getting slowly surrounded. And also we have some heavy shock cav over here that is, well, just causing havoc to archers. And you can see here the left flank for Macedon is also engaged. Macedon sending in this cav. I've been against much stronger cav. It's a brave, brave move, and you can see here that this Macedonian cavalry is actually going to get surrounded. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Persia's going to just do a lot of damage to this cavalry here. This is losing decisively now. Not good. This is good cavalry as well. Here at Ale, it's like Heroes of Macedon or something I think it's called. But yeah, I'm bringing across my Thessalians trying to support there. I think they're about to get engaged. I also have Peltas. These guys need to do a lot of damage. They need to start focusing down this Grimpavar. There's a lot of infantry over here as well blocked. We are breaking some of this medium phalanx, which is also good. And it's a total mess in here. It's an actual mess. is this combat here. I mean, there's just infantry engaged, light infantry, there's cav, all sorts. But you can see here, cavalry causing all sorts of havoc, going into the back of my phalanx, which I did not appreciate. I was like, no, the one place I do not want my cavalry is in the back of my phalanx. So I was making sort of progress, but you can see here Macedonian hoplites starting to break. But look at the numbers. Like you can see, sort of. We'll go to like sort of strategic mode. Look at the numbers on this left flank that Macedon has to deal with. It's huge, and a lot of Macedonian units are actually getting engaged, and many are wavering as well. We also have cavalry here breaking. I'm bringing up my general. You can see he's going to come across and try and maybe flank around. Probably was not a great move because all of this Persian cav is flanking around as well. So they will be in the back of our forces very, very soon. And all of a sudden, Macedon's really good start is starting to look a little bit shaky. We are breaking units, but we are also losing many ourselves. And we don't have the numbers, so we can't afford to be like winning by like a small margin. We need to be winning by a large margin in a lot of areas. Stallion Hippias doing okay here, but against that Grimpavar, not going to do okay. And yeah, in the cav, I was not paying attention to my general. My general gets pinned down by cavalry here, and spears coming in. Very light spears. Don't matter how light they are, they have a spear. They are going to certainly help and turn this combat in favor of Persia. My general Alexander could be in trouble here. Oh yes, we have some missile cav coming across as well. You can see all this heavy shock. No, it's a medium shock in fact, is in behind. Macedon does have a few cavalry units left. They still have their generals over here. These are very, very useful cavalry units. You can't be like defensive with them. You have to send them in. They are very useful cavalry units. We've got another shock cav unit here. But you can see the center all of a sudden is turned in favor of Persia. These pikes here getting caught out, supporting in this this charge on the general here. And now this medium melee infantry is actually able to surround. So I'm sending over some Agrianians, and we're going to try and surround, counter flank them. We're also flanking and killing this medium infantry off. Yeah, as you can see on this flank, barely engaged. The right flank for Macedon, the left flank for Persia, barely engaged. There is some Macedonian hoplites engaged, but that is it. That is it. Macedon has tried to avoid combat at all costs, and it's fairly a good idea because they do not have the numbers, really. They do not have the numbers to deal with it. We are starting to break this center. It's still not broken. This is 0 to 10% morale. Still not going, though my pikes are also not looking too hot after being surrounded. Just not good. And look at this. A lot of routing over here now by Macedon. We did rout the cavalry, but at what a cost. We lost some Royal Peltas at 116 men. And we could lose some Thorax here at 110. Some really good units here. Could be about to break. We've got Grimpavar here as well, going against Royal Peltas. We've got more hoplites. Oh no, more pikes have been broken. That's even worse. 104 men just broke there, and all of a sudden, look at this. The left is looking pretty rough. Got some phalanx infantry breaking there, but that's not good. That's good, I guess, but heavy shock cav being broken here. Peltas have just been broken after being recharged. They were doing pretty well against these light melee infantry until the shock cav made an appearance. As you can see here, Grimpavar and the Persian cavalry is just having its influence on the battle. We need to deal with it, and soon. They're looking beautiful. They're looking beautiful, though, while they're killing my men. My general's starting to lose 116, 166. He will hold for a little while still, but don't want him to die anytime soon. We've got some cavalry back up here. This 65 unit of cavalry. That's great that that's back. We need every cavalry unit back as possible. Got a heavy shock cav pulling back from there. We've got a general in combat here. Need to get after some generals ourselves. There's actually, yeah, this is a heavy missile cav. This is Darius. Darius is actually engaged here in the front lines. He's not being a coward like he was in history. Unfortunately, as I'm sure many of you in history enthusiasts who watch the channel know, there were Greeks that were fighting for the Persians in the battle. We were going to add the Greeks in, but we didn't really know what faction to use, and we also didn't know... We were going to use the Alexander DLC, but for various reasons it just wasn't going to work. But so yeah, unfortunately we didn't have any like Greek hoplites, but I tried to like supplement them by giving them plenty of like Persian and phalanx units instead. It's still working out pretty well. It's a very close battle right now. And you can see things starting to break for Macedon on this side. But the right is now fully engaged. As you can see, Persia is now... I mean, they did engage, but they are retreating, actually. Making a general retreat. They know that Macedon can't catch them up. We have cavalry in here as well. This is... this is the general for Macedon. He's trying to slow down and keep this melee infantry here engaged. It's not a bad idea. I like melee infantry here. If they keep that engaged, nice little win there. Got medium spears here breaking a heavy melee infantry unit potentially. That's huge. I mean, they're trying to retreat, that's why. As soon as the pikes come up and the cav arrives, they're a bit worried. And I don't blame them. They don't really have any cav over here, do Persia now. They put all their cav to the center and the left, and it's kind of left them a bit short on cav on this side. Maybe Macedon can take advantage of this. We are kind of struggling because we've left cav over on this side, but it may be just what we need. You see here Macedonian hoplites wavering as well because they're getting shot in the flank. It's not good. And breaking 160 men. Oh, sad to see. We are breaking through the center here. My elite sort of like spears are breaking through. Look at this. We're making great gains here now. The center is all but gone for Macedon. And then my Agrianians as well breaking more troops over here as well. Having real good joy right now taking out these Sparbara. I say that as I just watched the Sparbara cut down. Oh no! The Agrianian's going to cut down the Sparbara. He's going to headbutt him. Just take him down. Excellent. Excellent stuff, boys. I do apologize. It's a little bit laggy. There's just DI. There's a lot of units on the battlefield. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Hopefully, as the units get, as the armies get smaller and smaller, the lag should get lower. But the Scrim Pavara is about to just charge the pikes. That's not healthy there. That's not healthy for Cav at all. I don't know how he's actually, this cavalry guy here has got through. How have you managed that, sir? But yeah, this general here, we really need to get this general engaged. We have cavalry here, he's losing slightly, but we need to get these pikes engaged against this general here. We can kill that general. I mean, we might be able to rout this entire flank, you never know. I mean, it's a bit of a bold suggestion, but we might be able to. Very heavy missile cav here, general. Oh, it's two different missile cav generals. I think there are. Yeah, two different ones. So maybe one is in Darius and one is not. I think it's I think it is this one here. Yeah, this one here is the is Darius. This one here is just a random general. So maybe there's two mounted, two dismounted for Persia. I may be mistaken. The pikes are moving in. They can just surround this general, and that's good. Good night, Vienna, for that general. A lot of generals getting engaged, including this one over here. This is Darius himself. He's actually about to break. A coward. After I said he wasn't a coward, he is a coward. He can't win. More cav coming in from Macedon, charging through the infantry, doing as much damage as possible. Also, that's followed up by more infantry for Persia being thrown in. We are trying to win. You can see more cav breaking here, which is not good. More Basilicoi being broken. And now we have a general engaged here against the very heavy shock cav. It is actually winning in this fight, which is good to see. We need as many generals over here as possible to try and cut them down. Yeah, and unfortunately at this point, one of the Persian players did drop, which allowed me to get my general out because they pulled their cavalry out of combat. So I knew I wasn't going to get pursued by anything too quick. So I could get my general out alive with 93 men left. It was a close call, really. He was probably not in the best of shapes. You can see over here that the Sparbara are starting to break. We're starting to turn it around sort of on the left flank, but it's still very close. You can see more cav being broken here by that general, which is just a shame. The hoplites here, the pikes here, still like trying to desperately chase that general. Agrianian's winning slightly, which is always good. And as you can see, we're finally starting to break the center. The center is very much in trouble for Persia right now. The center is becoming slowly the right. We are slowly looping around. These spears here are pretty good, from what I've been told. They've got like a long spear here and a bow on their back. It's actually a pretty good hybrid unit. And they're doing a lot of damage to these Macedonian hoplites who aren't in hoplite wall. I don't know why they're not in hoplite wall, but they should be. Like in their phalanx, they're not. We've got Agriani and Peltas here. They might do okay in combat, but they are about to get rushed now by the entire Persian army. They need to get out of there. The center sword looking a bit rough over here. Well, this like area here is certainly looking a little bit rough for Macedon. They've got some hoplites moving in this direction, but not enough. You can see Persian cav has now returned to this side. They need to and this heavy shock cav is going to get charged in the rear by Persian medium cav. That's not good. Not good for the yeah, you can see taking a lot of casualties there on Macedon. But they need to try and balance this battle out a little bit more. You can see cav returning to the side. They're starting to catch out Agrian and Peltas, and they are actually in the rear of the Macedonians. And these spears taking rear charge is not going to help the whole situation. Persians here, they're battling away with the Greek spears. But over on this flank, we are starting to turn it around. I don't know how we did it, but the left is slowly getting turned around. I charge into this infantry here, hopefully doing a lot of damage. Breaking this very heavy shock cav, luckily, so my general is not having to get engaged. Do not need him being engaged anymore, but yeah, my heavy shock should do a lot of damage to this light sword unit. At least I hope so. Starting to waver it. Did lose a few cavalry units, but not too many. We are slowly trying to turn this around here. I mean, my light melee infantry still getting surrounded is not helping. But we were outnumbered on this flank, and all of a sudden now, it's looking a lot better. The left, the center is also looking pretty good. I have a lot of units which right now I am outflanking with. We're now being sent some light swords to deal with. I'm sure that my Macedonian hoplites can do just enough damage to these boys. I'm going to flank around even more with my elite phalanx units here. Chalkspide is getting in. We're going to try and rear charge, so we need to support this sword unit here. The thorax sword engaged. See the Persians also get engaged in the flank by my hoplites. Keep engaging them, boys. Macedonian cav as well arriving. Get a nice rear charge on the back of these lights would be very, very handy. Brace, Persians! Prepare to die! There you go, in they go. Pretty good charge there. Then they are going to be hit by some medium shock cavs. So it's coming in the back of my Macedonians and also the back of the cav here. They did break the swords. I can turn the hoplites around. That can maybe change this fight here. General now arriving, a very healthy general unit. You could just go in anywhere you fancied, really. There's a lot of ongoing battles. But you can see this right here, this extreme right for Macedon is all but gone, really. They're kind of getting a little bit isolated. We've got some thorax Chalkspide here, another pike unit. Probably one of our more elite pike units actually here today. They're looking very nice, by the way. Very, very nice. They are very much in danger, though. They are the extreme right now, and they are about to probably get hit by all sorts of cavalry. You need to be careful, though, of this general. He's kind of isolated and surrounded, not surrounded, but got a lot of Macedonian units near him. Over here, yeah, we are trying to do the damage to these phalanx units here. What is this unit? Is it a Sparbaro? No, it's not. It's a unit that needs killing. All the same. And the Macedonian cav is coming in handy. It's just breaking stuff so quickly now at the moment, like it did in history. Breaking and just destroying stuff right now. Keep charging these boys, breaking that. It's really good to see. And all of a sudden, advance power's looking even. Maybe shifting in favor of Macedon in a little bit. But as you can see here, I've just helped break this general here. With my general and the Agrianians, they just about did it. And we still are mopping up this left, but we are mopping up as quickly as we can. We need to get rid of this Grim Pavar, and then if we can do that, we're looking okay. There is still heavy shock here as well. We need to just be careful. There's still plenty of Persian cav to deal with our Macedonian cav, which, I mean, at the moment is just routing so much. God, this general's going in deep, and he's getting killed. This is about to get hit though by Persian cav and Persian infantry. He needs to be very careful right now. He's losing. Though he has helped break a lot of stuff, he is losing now. And it is looking very, very even. I mean, we'll just go back to the sort of strategic mode. Where is it? There it is. I mean, it's about even in numbers, I'd say. I'd say the Persians still have more troops. Macedon has maybe slightly more elite troops and the nasty cav. These like these huge cavalry units here roaming around still. But yeah, it is looking a bit messy. Persia certainly looks like they're currently encircling this Macedonian force here. They've got light swords that are really encircling. We've got a heavy missile cav as well, so they need to be very, very careful with things like that. Yeah, it is looking very nasty right now. So Issus could currently go either way still. Got those apple bearers engaged in here. They're actually being beaten by Agrianian axes. Agrianian's also another unit that was very, very loyal and fought for a long time with Alexander in these campaigns. They're about to get surrounded actually by some very light melee here, and these spears, these nasty spears. But that's so it's not so good. They may be about to die to the last man here. These Agrianians fight to the last man, or maybe not. They're going to break pretty quickly by the looks of it. It's a real shame. This little right flank over here by the Macedon is slowly getting just overwhelmed. You can see they actually managed to get these Thorax Chalcospides back. I'm not kind of sure how they managed this, but they are. But yeah, Macedon is looking very scary over here. I've still got a lot of my elite like phalanx units. I keep on calling them pole arms for some reason. They're not pole arms. I can confirm. But yeah, my generals are still alive, still looking pretty healthy. Well, relatively healthy. 80 men is not as healthy as it could be, but, you know, 80 cavalry is still a substantial force. More Agrianians in here, they're doing their damage. They're breaking light melee infantry here. Or, well, maybe not breaking it, they're just retreating. They need to be careful, because this cavalry here, they could be broken just anyway, just from retreating against my swords. But yeah, two generals in here. Yeah, this is probably going to help break these light melee infantry if they're not careful. And yeah, this Grim Pavar over here is actually losing decisively, as he expected. It looks like it's the final sort of heavy cataphract unit that's got to be dealt with. Still doing some damage to this general, though. They have just broken it, so that's excellent. That's another unit gone. You can see generals over here just trying to clear up stuff. I'm trying to be aggressive with mine as well, trying to do some stuff, but I'm getting very deep into enemy lines right now. But yeah, all the generals in this game do really, really well. I mean, we'll look at this one currently. 307 kills it's currently at. It's doing well, and it could do even better soon. Currently we've got spears and stuff like that. I love this, like the thorax spear pikes here in the Macedonians defending my general, allowing my general to run through this like sort of channel. But yeah, it was not a good move. As you can see here, this Persian cav here is kind of shadowing my general, and I think he's trying to chase him down. I do manage to get my cav in behind. If I keep him moving, we can maybe get him behind and maybe do some rear charges. But look at this, he starts to waver. He starts to waver. I was like, what are you doing? I guess he's tired, but then he breaks just like that, and then the Persian general comes in here and tries to well, not Persian general, Persian cav comes in here and just descends my general, breaks him properly, just by being near him. So that's a big loss. My infantry now has got no general, and this could be a problem. Casualties sustained. I mean, morale's looking okay at the moment. It's a little bit of a cause of concern, though.
As you command. By your command.
And here we go. So we're now going to have to go back to back over here. Probably the best way to keep these two units alive. We are being attacked by this heavy infantry here. This is what survived Persia. Persia's lost a lot of its easy troops to kill. It's now just the hard ones. And we've got to dig deep, Macedon. Find one more little push. But I would like to just say this is not historically accurate because we've lost more than 450 men, I'm pretty sure, at this point. There's a lot more dead Macedonians on the field than there was in history. But yeah, no, I feel like it's been a really fun battle so far, and it's only getting closer, to be honest. Balance power is shifting in Macedon's favour ever so slightly, I'd say, at this point. Still breaking stuff over here, still having to deal damage over here, though. We have lost some Chalcopspides, which is not so great, but we have just broken this medium shock against some hoplites here. That's huge. So yeah, we need to get the rest of these spears and peltasts and stuff over here, because right now we've just seen generals trying to clear up, do as much damage as they can. Yeah, charging these appleberry units like the Mellow Foroi here are not a good choice. You can see here, General starting away, but he needs to get out of there. 0 to 10% morale. He probably, if he retreats, so he will also just break. But it is a rough. Yep, there you go. General break him. That's another Macedonian general gone, and then there's another one over here wavering as well. And just like that, in about a matter of 2 minutes, we've lost we've lost like 2 or 3 of our general units. We only have 1 left. But they have done really well, all of these generals. This one's at 381. This one's currently at 713 kills. Sacred Squadron doing very well. These are the Campanian cavalry of Alexander's, and they are doing well. I'm telling you that. These boys have done their king proud. But we are slowly starting to be pushed back, as you can see over here. I'm getting slowly surrounded on this flank as well. These Macedonian hoplites, I mean, they're fighting their hardest, put it like that. Oh, they're not in phalanx formation either. They've got their swords out. I guess I'm trying to be aggressive, try and push these guys back, but this is certainly what the swords want. This is the way they're going to win it. Pikes here still holding these thorax Chalcopspides. I think they're trying to go back to back with the Macedonian hoplites over here, who are winning against this heavy melee infantry. We're about to see another charge here by a general. He's going to brace. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to charge the general. It's a brave move. Bang, and they go. And that is probably going to break that sword there. If it doesn't break it, it's going to do a lot of damage to it. The general is also in trouble now. That's not so good. He's engaging this general down here. It's a spear unit. So one of the generals did return, and he might return again. You never know. Yeah, heavy command coming in, trying to do damage to these swords here. But the units aren't as squishy as they used to be. We might break this one though. Might break this one. And they did indeed break it. So there you go. That's another sword gone. But you can see balance power after Macedon looked like they were about to win it. It's now shifting back in favor of Persia. But I mean, the last units alive for Macedon are pretty nasty as well. Still got those very heavy phalanx units. We still have Macedonian hoplites, even though they're like mid-tier, are very hard to break through. And we've got still our thorax Chalcopspides, which are just scaring off infantry left, right, and center. We still have generals. We've got some more we've got a fresh spear here arriving, 300 men. Strong, it's fresh, it needs to get into the fight. Is he going to jab it or something? No, he's just going to go straight in. No, no, he's going to go straight in. We've got some Persians going in as well. They're going to try and stop this spear unit. I don't know if they can in time, but they're going to try. Spear him down. Spear him down, boys. And they are breaking swords here still, and spears, but they're also losing our pikes here. Not great at all. Do we still have any generals? We still have our general out here. Still doing his bit. We still have cavalry in here, though. This is the problem. We've got like Persian Hippias in here, medium cav. And they're rear charging my elite phalanx. And that's the only way they were going to be broken, I think. Those phalanxes just did not want to break. And that's me out of the game now. I think I've got like one little sword unit left. Which should return. But yeah, it's tired. It's shaken. It's not going to be lasting for 2 seconds once it gets into combat. It is seriously close right now. I mean, in fairness, if these Macedonian hoplites can hold on and we can get a few rear charges, we can even this fight out very, very quickly. I think the cav over here wants to really charge this light melee infantry. Yeah, here you go. You're going to see a charge inside his light melee infantry. In there you go. Really good charge there. That'll probably break that that unit. Yeah, breaks it entirely. Now they're going to charge this heavy melee infantry. Don't know how great a charge that will be, but there's no time for the companion cav to slow down. They've got to keep moving. 132 of them left. They're doing pretty good. They're still healthy. But as you can see, more and more infantry's being broken here. Macedonian hoplites being surrounded and broken. This one over here, this like Appleberry unit here, is probably the next one you want to try and break. You should engage with the hoplite unit. If you can break this one, you can rear charge it, maybe do some damage. But it's hard to say. Looks like they're going to go for a rear charge on these spears here. Which is that these spears are pretty tough to kill. They've got those long spears with the bows. They are certainly one of the nemesis here of this cavalry unit. Down to 124 now. Not looking so great. And there you go. Look at this. Routing Macedonians. That's not so good. You see, they still got this this medium shock cav here. Listen to the back lines of these hoplites now. This is going to cause. I mean, it's killing a lot of cav. There's a lot of cav being killed here. But they have done enough, and they've broken this phalanx to 150 men. That's all you need to do. In DI, you don't need to kill units. You just have to break them. Usually, you can break them with pretty high numbers left. There you go, this general's about to break, and that is going to be the battle. Unfortunately, Alexander is going to be stopped in his tracks in today's battle. His conquest of Persia will be ending here with his own life as well, by the looks of it, as he and his army get destroyed. But it was a seriously close battle, one of the closest DI scenarios we've done in a little while, and we will end the replay and have a quick look at some of the end results. So yeah, I was one that was playing this one, and it's from my perspective. But yeah, myself, my allies, and like the opponents had a really, really good game. It was seriously one of the closest DI games we've had in a long, long time. But yeah, we'll quickly go over some of the results. I mean, my general getting 307 kills just speaks for itself. My cav here not doing so great. But yeah, this one did insanely well. 173 kills from my Peltas. Agrianian's getting 289 kills. Chalky Speeda's getting 158 kills. My like elite phalanx unit's getting 190 kills. 255 from Macedonian hoplite here. 187 for one of my swords. Then we have Pepe, who is playing as another one of the Macedonian armies. 850 kills with his general. Oh my gosh. So his other cav here getting 120. Some of his others not doing so great, but this one did insanely well. 103 kills with his Peltas. 142 kills with his archers. 311 with his pikes. 100 kills with his hoplites. 358 with his thorax. And 229 with his Thracians here. Really well done. Then we got Targon Darkbane, who's playing as like another one of the Macedonian armies, of course. 133 kills with his general. 135 kills with his cavalry here as well. 200 kills with his royal Peltas. His pike's not doing so great. 261 with his thorax. 130 with his Thracians. 219 kills with his spears here. Did really well. Then we got Sachex, playing as the final Macedonian army. 423 kills with his general. 505 kills with this cavalry here. 121 kills with the Agrianian Peltas. 283 kills with these Cretan archers here. 218 with his Agrianian like axes, 213 with his hoplites. His pike's not doing so great, but his spears down here, 214 kills. Then we have Cyrus the Great here, playing as the first of the Persian armies, 341 kills with his his general unit. His spears, his cav here getting 180 kills. His like javies here not doing so great. His spears getting 52 kills. His swords having a pretty rough time, to be honest. And his like spears down here getting 225 kills. Then we have Mythic playing as I believe he's playing as one of the cav generals, not playing as Darius though, but 131 kills with his general, 179 with his cataphracts, 182 with his Persian Hippias. 328 kills with his spears here. These spears did really, really well. They were tough to kill as well. 175 kills with his swords here. His more heavy swords getting 316 kills and 180 kills with his Persian like hoplites. Then we have God playing as the third Persian army, 208 kills with his cav, 340 with his cav. He did really well with his cav. Archers getting 171 kills, swords getting 209, 146, 172, 217 with the swords. Then the apple bearers here getting 134, 244, 187 with his like light swords here, did very well. Then we have Horatius playing as I believe he had like Darius's army here, 108 with the Darius's like kills here. Then 242 with his like cav here, 138 with his archers, 132 with the swords. 223 with his like more medium swords here, did very well, and his spears on here getting 116. But there you go, guys. That is the Battle of Issus. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. Feel free to join the Discord, and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on any DEI action. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.